Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm recording this right after my episode went live last Friday, and I have seen your comments. So yes, I am aware that I'm not in Heavensward. I thought I was getting close because I saw the Aura dragon lady, and I assumed that meant we were getting closer, but apparently there's a lot more quests for me to do, and so now we're gonna get into that. I also heard that the servers were getting DDoS attacks. I don't know if I'm saying that right or if I remember the right thing. And that's why my game might be a little bit slower, which is crazy to me, but I hope everything works out okay. So yes, I did in fact hear that I was wrong. I'm not any closer to Heavensward than I was before, really. So that is my bad, my B. But you know, we live and we learn. And I learned that I shouldn't have watched the Heavensward trailer. But again, you live and you learn. And I'm assuming that when that trailer came out, people were watching it who were just now playing the game, so it got spoiled for them as well. So, you know, it makes me feel more like I was playing it when it first came out, because, I mean, I watched the Dawn Trail trailer, and apparently no other trailers spoil things like that, so I'm not too incredibly worried about it later, but you know, and you know how long it takes me to do things by the time I get there. Perhaps it won't matter. Look at these little Lalafell sweeping up the dead guy right there. The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The Monetarists have made their position clear. Agreed. Ulda is not an option. Nor are Limsa, Liminsa, or Gardania, I judge, given that the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. What is it? I mean, more Dona? Could they come with us? Menphilia. That is precisely what I wish to discuss. So maybe they will come with us. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time? A week, mayhap, or even just a few days. Excellent. I shall keep you informed. What's the plan, Alphino? Lady Ugiri, I have a proposal if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alphino. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of a more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands, hard labor, lest you doubt, with naught save food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself propose, Lady Ugiri. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ulda, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Yay! Master Alphino, once again I find myself in your debt. What do you think? Pray, do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Uldan Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, Willith. Okay. I'm sort of a backseater to these quests. Lady Ugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the Immortal Flames can provide. That's nice. Everybody helping out. Except for those rude people earlier. And apparently one of them was the owner of the Golden Saucer. Which makes me not like the Golden Saucer. I think. I can't quite remember. I'm pretty sure that's what someone said. Wow. Dragon Lady, you look beautiful. Okay, I don't know where I'm going. It's actually not being too slow today, which is good. Last time, it was rough. I recorded for so long, and it literally was just like loading times that it just took so long that I had to cut them all out. It was crazy. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. Oh, Momodi's so nice. Thank you. Oh. Hi, Rauban, and Guy, and you, Gary. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the Immortal Flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed, but the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordona. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Very well. We should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. That's nice. After all that has befallen these good people, it's the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Yugiri. And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. Aw, they are friends. That's sweet. And now we have transportation. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Yugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangements, shall we? I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you, after you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Of course I'll do it. I've got nothing better going on right now. As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure to Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Wilith, I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must needs be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hosen when you arrive. As Lady Yugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Easy peasy. So I'm just the messenger, the maid. I'm just helping people out. Whatever needs... Oh, I have tickets. I forgot. Whatever needs doing, I'll do it. I am going to try and record a little bit longer today, depending on if Final Fantasy wants to cooperate, because I really want to get to Heavensward now that I've said that I'm close, and I feel like I'm close. I want to get there. I've never played an MMO into, like, an expansion. Even though I'm pretty sure Heavensward is free, it's still, like... It's so exciting to be moving on to, like, a new part of a story. And so I really want to get there. So I'm going to try and make these episodes a little bit longer. At least my playtime a little bit longer. Greetings. Alphino informed me that a sign will be arriving to help with the preparations. I'm honored to meet you, though ashamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. That's okay. I don't mind helping out. I knew from a glance what manner of woman you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Well, it should be easy with the giant bow and arrow on my back. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given to my care? They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. How could you let children disappear? You have thanks, my friend. Pray seek out my son, Yozen. He can tell you more. Hosen and Yozen. So the kids have played epic hide-and-seek in Vesper Bay. It should be easy to find them, really. I doubt they hid too. Sorry, just wanted to watch that guy fly. Where are they, Yozen? Oh, hello there. I'm Yozen, son of Hosen. Will you be coming with us to Ul'dah? I hear we're traveling by horse-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're weird? Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but I have one. What's that? You're looking for the others? Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. We were just finishing a game of hide-and-seek. 3 players are still hiding, and since Lady Yugiri told us to take a really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Okay. Ah! I knew someone would be over here. Hey, you're not Yozen. Who are you? I'm Koharu. Wilith Leaf, eh? I didn't know anyone else was... Wait a minute, you're one of those, stallions, aren't you? Yeah, sure. No, Science! Then you must know Lady Yugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide-and-seek, too. Oh, right, it's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Wilith Leaf. Bye, little kid. Now I must find 2 more hiding children. I'm assuming they'll be outside. Aha! I spot your quest marker, child. You can't hide from me with a giant exclamation point above your head. Are you playing? Ah, no fair. Yosen didn't say anything about adults. We get to ride in a horsebird carriage? I don't know, it sounds scary, but if Yosin says it's safe, I'll go. How'd you find me? Well, I guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. I love the rain in this game. I love the rain physics. Now everything looks wet now. Hose and I found the children. Wonderful, all the children are accounted. Hide and seek. I see that you are curious. It is quite simple, really. Lady Ugiri thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. That is so sad. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father Home, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. I already am. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Of course, I'm ready to leave right now. Eager to be off, are you? Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with you about that. Runner from the Blade says we might have a problem. A fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerley. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course, but it don't pay to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here's another story. So I was thinking you might go ahead and have a quick look around, make sure the area's safe, and if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way's cleared, meet us outside Horizon. The Blades tell me the road's there safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own, assuming the self-same don't try to rob us, that is. Who is it? Oh, a wandering eye. Oh, you little freak. I actually miss doing combat in this game. I know I'm not, great at it, but it's been so long. I've just been doing a lot of non-battle things, so it's nice to just do random stuff. It's time to go. I hope nothing bad happens. Oh, we're making friends. Well fought, madam, well fought. If only I were in better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Oh, it's okay. Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Aw, look at that little boy. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. Aw. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Lady Ugiri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life, all this and more we owe her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? Slowly, I guess. In kind, father. To she who has given everything, we shall give our all. That's nice. However, whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. That's good to know. Oh, of course, something's going on. What? Children? What's the matter? Hey, Miss Willett, Koharu and I wanted to know why you became an adventurer. Oh, they just knocked over Dad and Grandpa. To go whither the wild rose blooms. Yeah. So that's kind of artsy thing to say. Does it sound cool? So, you like roses? I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything, but don't they grow in lots of places? It's my turn now. Excuse me, Miss Willett. I've got a question. What's Revenant's Toll like? Is it pretty? Let's see. It's a bustling outpost. It's a bastion of civilization. It's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. Do you appreciate that? It's going to be really cool. You mean there's lots of people there who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I like the little flower in her hair. So cute. Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. Miss Willis, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Oh. Let's see. Seek out new experiences and adventures. You gotta try new things. Of course, to be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. Alright. That's enough questions for Miss Willett. That was fun. That's not fair. Why does Yosin get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Of course. Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Miss Willett. I won't forget it. I'm gonna be an adventurer too! Make an adventure together. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurers guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Miss Willith and Lady Yugiri. Yeah, just like Miss Willith and Lady Yugiri. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? I think so. Yes. Oh, they're so excited. That is so fun. Off we go. The Revenant's Toll. Ah, Willith, I take it the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is there aught else? No, I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. It is past time Lady Yugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanalin which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slathborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting ties should stand that Doman's in good stead for that which is to come. Safe travels, Willith. I just took the other people, but now I need to go to Revenant's Toll. Okay, I'm assuming we're just gonna meet each other here. Hello, this is Lady Yugiri, and her and 200 of her closest friends will be working here. And this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the Toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting, for though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, providing they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slathborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. For I understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slathborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. They are friends now. Also, I need to speak to other people. Our guests have yet to meet the antecedent? Willith, why are you wasting time with me? Send them to the Rising Stones. Well, I wanted to introduce them to you. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones anon. Yes, there is a lot to be going on, I'm sure. It's hard to think about. It's going to be harder for me to spot people. I did take off their names, as someone suggested, to maybe have it run a little bit faster, but she is beautiful. I love her outfit. You are so pretty. She moved away from me. Maybe she doesn't want to chat right now. 'Tis no use. What's the problem? Anything I can do? Our attempts to reach the students of Valdusian continue to meet with failure. Urianger has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. That is not good. How fare the Domans? I'm given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of those refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. I think we should help them. I'm right along with you. Lady Yugiri is here. Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. Hello, welcome. We're all just nodding to each other? Okay. At least they met. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady. But are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's Toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. We're friends now. As ever, it has been a pleasure, Antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave, as the first carriage are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slathborn. Lady Yugiri, Willith. It even says goodbye to me? Wow, thanks. I like being acknowledged. Lahaman and I will make all the necessary... Oh, so she's only Philhaman? When is she Philhaman, when is she Laman? I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit that I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Yeah, that's true. Y'shtola should be returning anon with a report from the field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival? Oh, Thancred. He showed up too. Oh, everybody's here. Hi, everybody. Y'shtola? What do you know?
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The Serpent Reavers?
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet. Which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual. Summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Urianger? I see.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja.
But it doesn't.
Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? Have I been there?
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late.
Oh, I guess I haven't. It's the Sahagin.
Oh gods. They mean to summon Leviathan?
Whoa.
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas.
That is not good.
But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Oh, me too. We're both getting a vision. Hold on. Oh, we're seeing what
Such a
Y'shtola found.
disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective.
Whoa.
And there is the explanation.
It looks really cool, though. Wow, they look so...
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise mid surging waves to wash away the finless one.
Oh, you just don't like people who aren't fish?
And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Okay. Good for you, I guess.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
I suppose so. Okay, well, now I know exactly what you mean.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not?
Yes, I did. I saw the whole thing.
Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind
Oh,
this.
yes, of course. That would
But
make sense.
surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
I don't know.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa.
Guess I'm killing another god.
I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
Tataru's
My
in
lady,
charge.
are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
I see.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Yeah, you should have some protection.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Yes. That is a good summary of what just happened.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
A primal?
Do you not know what that is?
A godlike being whose very
They
existence
must
is
not
a
have
bane
primals
upon the land.
in Doma.
We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
That is so nice. It'd be
It
cool
would
to see
be
your
most
fight.
welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never have too many able allies.
True.
If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think the eventuality inevitable. Well, kind of. Yet so long as there is a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs spend all our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share. Alright. I get to see Merlewib, my best friend. Hello, we are all here to help you. Welcome, friends. I take it Y'shtola has apprised you of the situation? Yes. Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalin to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. I see. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Scion's support in this endeavor. But if, gods forbid, our efforts should come to naught, I would need to trouble you for that more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands. We understand. Lady Minfilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I'd rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say only that there is something I should see with my own eyes. Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, but precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Private Leaf. Our scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahagin movements within the Sapseg spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operation staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be apprised of the latest intelligence. Commander Falk Breda has charge of the garrison. Got it. I've been expecting you, Scion of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sapsa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe the likes of this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured into Sapsa all told. Here, take this flask of restorative to tend to those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion. If they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory, however. We can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. Thank you, I owe you my life. We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we were, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this par, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent's Tongue, I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. One made it. Hi, people. You've returned, thank the Navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others? Well, here's 2. Dear gods, these wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Does their savagery know no bounds? Enemies or no, they go too far. I dread to think what may have become of the 2 who remain unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. Fishback. I can't really say most of that. I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. I see. Hello, ladies. Nice of you to join us. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You can count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to amass at the Aetheryte in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready. We but await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. But we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa Aetheryte and eliminate the Sahagin priest presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. If we take the Aetheryte, can we have it? For the Revenant's Toll? The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagin's legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you are in charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land that it's devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault, and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the selfsame moment, a divisionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy up from offshore. In likewise, we signs shall form smaller units in hopes of confusing the Sahagin defensive effort. Willith and Y'shtola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's why do I keep saying that? The Admiral's diversion should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through withdrawing unwarranted attention. Sounds good. Thancred and Ugiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take to your heels and circle round to join the infiltration unit of Y'shtola and Willith. Yay, they'll be joining us. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aetheryte, accompanied by Lady and Minfilia, as we agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle. Yay! To battle! Ready? When last did we fight side by side, Willith? Too long ago, I warrant, but come, let us away! Yay! It's always more fun to fight with your friends. Not with them, like fight against them, but fight together. This mount is so helpful. Not only is it fast on the ground, but it feels fast when I'm flying too, which is good. Because it gets tiring to, well, to have to walk back and forth from this, I'm sure would be not that fun. I mean, I suppose you have a chocobo at this point, even if you have not bought anything from the game, but... Oh! This isn't so bad. I mean, I think I'm back in the groove of fighting things. Pray, do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the Aetheryte is close at hand. Let us press on. Oh, please don't summon him. I mean, if you do, I will defeat him, but please don't. Ooh.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Yeah, that's not good. Ooh! Y'shtola! Oh, thank you, Thancred.
Did I miss much?
Oh, Lady Ugiri. Oh, she's so cool. Wow! I love her. She's great. Oh my gosh. They're both so epic. Thanks for helping.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
That's okay. Whoa. What's he doing? Whoa. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. You never get to see battles quite like this.
netherite.
We got it. No, no, no. What do we do? Whoa! What? Who is that? Merlewib?
You'll forgive me my lateness.
I knew it was gonna be her, and I remembered her having a gun, I think. She's so cool. Oh, it's so fun to see everybody in combat. Go for it. Yes. They're so cool.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
That's okay. Now we really should defeat this guy.
Long have you shriveled Swordwalkers tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs.
Okay.
Lord
No,
of the
no, no, no,
world,
no.
hearken to our plea. Lord of the world,
Well.
deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
Why not just shoot him? Why are we just watching? Uh-oh. Is it a good idea to have both of us here?
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What?
How? He has the echo?
Such power! It is transcendent!
I don't think I understand. But he comes back. Oh. He turned into a ball. It just goes to the next one. Oh no. One by one, we will get someone with an echo? Oh no, it just turns back. I'm confused. Whoa.
7 hells.
So we can't get rid of it.
Strike me
Oh,
down
no.
if you will. It is futile! I have mastered the gift. I am eternal! Oh, mighty Leviathan,
This is not good.
ruler of the seas,
So did
born of
the
one
guy in the
primordial,
robes and the mask,
I offer
who's friends with La
unto
Habrea,
this frail
give
flesh
him
that you might
the
grant
echo?
your faithful
And if so,
servants
how did he get the echo?
deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
Did it again. It's just gonna go to the next one, Merlewib.
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Oh no. Oh my gosh. Am I gonna have to fight that? It is so cool, but oh my gosh.
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
Oh my gosh, it is so cool. It's so scary.
My being am the way. It should by right be infinite.
Apparently not.
Am I not immortal? You emissary,
Maybe if there's no body for it to go into?
promise me everlasting.
Well, at least it solves that problem. But now we have to deal with this problem. It'll be easy. Right?
Where did he go?
Oh, now we need to find him? He disappeared? This is not good.
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates.
Oh no.
Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
That would be bad. Understand, I speak of no normal well of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements, if his last attempt is any guide. We cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yet how in the seven hells are we going to prevent it? I don't know. Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effective beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure. But Limlayan herself would struggle to best the Lord of the world in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Halfstone, 'twas called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Halfstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Halfstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The Primal must be stopped.
Yeah.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the Third Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. Seven hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
What's your idea?
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Interesting.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's
yes.
tempest, did he not?
Of course, we need to get Sid.
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
Oh.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed two ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Perhaps.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what
His
I
eyes got
have
so
gleaned
big.
of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel.
Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna fit into this, but we can do it.
Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
Okay.
Will be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well.
Does everybody have those little earpieces?
Assemble the remnants of the fleet at Moraby Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait.
Yeah, we gotta do this like now.
Storm Marshal Slathierson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
Why are we looking at each other like that?
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
I'll try my best. Yukiri, being held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with a primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so. Uh-oh. Hello? What is it? A message, Admiral. I judged it best that it be delivered at once. I am listening. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man who has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. One of the company of heroes. The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I am disciplined to put any store by this claim, and even should it be true, it is as Y'shtola said. None save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not know already? I don't know. And yet, having wagered Limsa's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystal, can we afford to ignore this man? This testimony could yield us any manner of advantage. Should we not hear it? The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on the supposed Primal Slayer's claims. Willith, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness. True. The man you're looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Lenosia. The storm private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. What? Is it this guy? I've met this guy before. Now look here, you'll have your bloody story right after you carry those sacks of grain over to the mill. But, sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you, and before I mucked out the chocobo stables, and before I rolled that millstone over to the mill, and also before... I forgot he's not really wearing pants. Gods, man, I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days. And do you hear me complaining? I suppose some of us just ain't made for the rougher stuff. Alright, I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Kraken ain't a generous soul. Now prick up your ears, because I won't be repeating myself. Too modest, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take it when sitting. You can. The tale of Trektome's epic victory over the dread primal Leviabetus. Now, Leviabetus is huge, make no mistake. To give you an idea of how big, each of his scales is about as wide across as... And that's no mean feat, let me tell you. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the brown he was pelting me with. Must have been a lagoon's worth at least. He must have knocked my trusty axe out of my hands at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake. What happened next? Well, I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots, but not wanting to take all the glory for myself, and let me mates in the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic. Mayhap too modest. Now, there's some as say you can never truly beat Leviabetus, and that you've got to learn to live with him and make the best of a bad situation. Not the company, though. You're dumb. It's you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the attention. It's all. I take back everything I said. Good. I was never part of the company of heroes. I'm no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm chocobo dung. No, I'm the maggot you find wriggling in chocobo dung. I have to lie to women to tumble them, and that don't happen much. Oh, goodness. Well, at least we know. I didn't fight Leviabetus, but I have seen him with my own eyes. It was a few fair years back when I was working as a baker's hand. I was shirking my duties one day loitering about the harbor when I saw it. A great big massive serpent with some moms off the coast with a fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons firing. I was so bloody scared I sold myself right there and then. Oh gods, just remember that day made me sold myself all over again. Oh gosh. Hey wait, if you're here asking after Leviabetus, that it means you're planning to fight him, ain't you? Well, take care, he really is terrible, dreadful, I tell you. If you're not careful, you'll end up in his gullet or at the bottom of the sea. Okay, good to know at least. Why, you worthless lying! I can't believe you made me handle chocobo dung! Well, you're kinda dumb for believing him. Look at him. Willith, this is Midfilia. Were you able to learn aught of a use against Leviathan? I beg your pardon. Leviabetus. I see, that is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at the Moor Bay dry docks. Pray make your way here as soon as you are able. Well, a little bit of levity for us before we go fight this thing. It's been scary after scary this whole time, so it's nice. I'm told you're drawn to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies, lass. I'll wager it served to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. That it definitely did. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the Whirl Eater I call her, is complete, and she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonnage, she has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention also that she is nigh unsinkable, but I'm not one to attempt fate. The Whirl Eater and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word and we shall bear you to Leviathan. Oh gosh. Should I do this now? I don't know how long this is going to take me. As we know, my chair is really uncomfortable at my desk, and I can't really sit here for a long time without it being really uncomfortable and my tailbone hurting, so... We'll do it. Well, let's just go ahead and do it. I know that look. You're ready. Having been constructed in some haste, the Whirl Eater may not be pretty, but I assure you she's capable. She's been fitted with what our friends at Naldic and Vimeli's are calling an elemental converter. Assuming the thing works, it will use the power of corrupted crystals on board to rob Leviathan of his hold over water. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may well need to activate the device manually. Keep that in mind. Okay, so I'll definitely need to do that. I need to be on the lookout for that. Everyone ready? Are these going to be the people who help me, or will it be NPCs? That I don't know. Oh. I didn't realize I had clicked that. Oh man. I don't know what it said. It is expected that the Sahagin and their thralls will attempt to come to Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom will once again employ diversions. Thancred and Y'shtola, I would have you assist in this effort. If it is to fulfill its purpose, your divisionary force must not want for numbers. By your leave, I too would volunteer my blade. We would welcome it. Having seen you fight in Sapsa, I dare say the fishbacks will find your presence highly diverting. Thancred and Y'shtola, if you would join the third levy, and Lady Uguri the fifth. Off they go. But what words have I for the woman who has made a sport of slaying gods? Only these: go warily, for the sea is an unforgiving place to wage war. May the navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light. I would echo the Admiral's sentiments and add a few words of mine own. Know that we all have the utmost faith in you, Lilith. May the crystal bless and keep you. I will try my best. Oh, I forgot. Well, let's see how long it may take. It says wait time's 11 minutes, so let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna play the actual fight against Leviathan when I am able to either play in the evening or afternoon, or when I can get some friends or other people to play with me. But I hope you enjoyed this episode anyways. I love the story that we're going with, and because there's more voice acting and things like that, it really feels alive, which it felt alive before, but you know. Anyways, I'll see you next time.